many years ago, I first started getting hot doing shows, and I was flying all over the country. As you know, we struggled for so many years not getting any work that when you start getting a lot of work, you turn nothing down till you damn near kill yourself. You know, I was on a plane one time heading east, and I looked out the window and I saw myself on a plane going west. You know, I knew I was working a lot. But I was on a plane one time, and I had read everything but the air sickness bag, and I was bored to death, and I picked up this magazine, and there was an article in there by a man named Dr. Carl Sagan that I had done the Tonight Show with, and Johnny Carson was fascinated by him. And he was talking about anthropology in this article, and I wasn't that interested, but I was reading, he was talking about that dinosaurs ruled the planet Earth for 250 million years. And man in his present form, from Cro-Magnon to Neanderthal to now, had ruled the Earth for maybe 100,000 years or whatever it was. But in there he said, this planet Earth has been here 10 billion years, according to science, and that it'll be here 10 billion more before the sun destroys the Earth, that the Earth is actually moving closer to the sun, and one day the sun will scorch this planet, and it'll look not unlike Mars looks right now. And I thought to myself, I put the magazine down and I said, this planet was here 10 billion years before I was born. And it's going to be here 10 billion years after I die. That means my lifetime on this planet is a blink of an eye, a speck of sand. You know, boom, you know, and it's over. That you would spend one moment of that blink of an eye bitching and moaning and cursing your lot in life is an absurdity. That you would spend one moment of that blink of an eye going to a job you hate every day, you know, not realizing your dream, is spitting in your master's face, saying, I don't appreciate this great gift of life. Every day is a celebration. Every day you open your eyes, what wonderful thing am I going to do today? Whose life might I change? Who might change my life? As comedians, you have that power to empower yourself to do all of those things. That every day is a celebration. What am I going to do with this wonderful gift of life? You know, this gift that's given to me. And every time the day starts, all those other days are erased. It's like writing off the blackboard. It's a brand new day. Write in that blackboard whatever you want. Life is a gift. You know, say to yourself, I'm a success. I'm a success going someplace to happen. I stand here in front of you today and I tell you, I, Tom Dreesen, am a success. And my critics would say, oh, come on with that crap. You're a success. You started out with Jay Leno, and you started out with David Letterman, and they have $1 billion, and they've got 250 cars and motorcycles. You know, how could you possibly call yourself a success? Because I've never been in competition with David Letterman or Jay Leno. The biggest mistake comedians make, and other people outside of our business make, is they compare themselves to someone else. I started out with Larry, and Larry just got the Jimmy Fallon show. Oh my God. You know, the worst mistake you can ever do is compare yourself to someone else. There's a great Hindu proverb that says, there's nothing noble about being superior to another man or another human being. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. If you don't remember anything I say, remember this. There's nothing noble about being superior to another man. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Am I a better friend than I was last year? Am I a better son than I was last year? Am I a better father than I was last year? Or a husband or a wife? Am I a better comedian than I was last year? That's your competition your whole career. Your whole career. Take your tapes, listen to them. Have I grown in the last year? Have I grown as a comedian in the last year? You know, that's your competition your whole life, your former self. Stand-up comedy is not a 10K, you know. It's a marathon. It goes on and on and on. Rodney Dangerfield made it when he was 62 years old. George Burns' career was over at 80, and at 82, he became a star. His career was over at 60, then at 82, he became a star. He stepped on stage for Jack Benny in a play called Sunshine Boys because Jack had gotten sick. And the next thing you know, George Burns was on his way. He became a movie star at 86 and 87, you know, and lived to be 100 years old. And at 95 years old, Caesars wanted to sign him to a 5-year contract, and he turned it down. He said because he wasn't sure Caesars would be around in another 5 years. So your only competition is never with other comedians. It's your former self. Encourage all those around you. Chicago comedians are the best at that. Chicago comedians are the best at encouraging others and with less envy, but there's always envy in any profession. But in stand-up comedy, we get in trouble when we compare ourselves to another comedian. You're unique. You're as unique as a snowflake. There's never been anyone like you ever before on stage. No one's ever had your same parents, your same brothers and sisters, or your same childhood, whatever. No one's had that. So each time you step on stage, whenever you speak, you're unique. You're unique as a snowflake. There's never been anyone like you before. So never compare yourself to anyone else. Just compare yourself to your former self.